as you can see, we're not in my home like usual. So for the next 4 days, I'm actually gonna be calling this my home. So what does that really mean? It means that for the next 4 days, whatever I need is gonna be carried in my backpack. If I need water, I have to filter it from a creek. If I need food, I have to already be carrying it. If I need to go to the toilet, I need to dig my own hole. So you guys must be wondering, why am I doing this?
Why give up all the nice things I have in my life right now, such as hot food, a comfy bed, plumbing, for 4 days? Well, to begin, 2020 really hasn't been the easiest year for many of us. This is a very challenging time with many political-like events, such as the pandemic, the nuclear-like explosion in Beirut, and Trump almost started World War III. So I thought, if there was ever an apocalypse, this is the time, or at least the closest to it. Naturally, being this bored at home, I came up with the bright idea of seeing if I can really survive out in the wild. This is interesting because the most amount of camping I have ever done was one night beside my car with a nice trailer. Oh, and electricity, running water, plumbing, and showers. With dread but piquing curiosity, I packed my things, grabbed a few friends, and set out to Sequoia National Park to spend the next 4 days. And since that surviving is not hard enough already, we're hiking the High Sierra Trail to Tamarack Lake and back. This whole trail is around 29 miles with 9,000 feet of elevation. And I'm doing it with a 37-pound backpack. Before I start on my journey, I do not recommend you to try this without the proper preparations. This is not an easy task, as you will see, and it can be really dangerous. Now let's get into it. Good morning, guys. It's 5:30 a.m. right now. I'm gonna go take my last shower of the 4 days and get ready for 6 a.m. when my friends come pick me up. Peace. Well, actually this happened. So it's 8 a.m. right now. I think my friends forgot about me. They're here. My friends have arrived and we have finally started on our journey. After a 5-hour road trip, we have finally made it to Sequoia. It's around 2 p.m. We're supposed to be here when?
11:30.
11:30, but we're here. We're stopping at the bathroom to take one last poop before we have to go up into the mountains where there's no more bathrooms and we had to dig holes. So this is our last poop before we go into mountains. Wish us luck. Our goal today is to hike 9 miles from Crescent Meadow to 9 Mile Creek. But then this happened. Instead of hiking 9 miles, we barely hiked 6.5 miles to Mern Creek before it got really dark. I just got my tent pitched. Now it's time for finally some dinner. When you're in the wild, shelter is the most important thing. Without a proper shelter, you might not last throughout the night. A shelter, in our case tent, will protect you from the harsh environments such as freezing nights, insect bites, and even dangerous animals such as bears. If you're ever alone or lost in the wild, a shelter is the first thing you want to find or build. We hiked around 6 miles today. We did get a late start, but we're here. That's not too bad, 6 miles. Let's get a good rest today. Let's prepare for tomorrow, day 2. First day was a bit rough, but I can't wait to get some hot breakfast. Although food is not as urgent as water, it is still essential for survival. Without food, you can last for around 3 weeks. We found some really tasty berries. Yo told me to try some, so here goes nothing. Alright, here goes nothing. I'm not gonna eat that, dude. Are you crazy? Remember in the beginning of the video when I said this whole trip can be dangerous? While eating something unknown in the wild can be lethal, these dazzling and delicious looking berries are potentially poisonous. To be safe, I brought some dehydrated meals. These are easy to pack and heat up. All you have to do is boil some water, mix it in, and let it sit for 15 minutes.
To be honest, when you first look at it, not the most appetizing thing. There's eggs, egg whites. Egg whites are kind of spongy, but then it's got this white liquid, sort of mashed potato-y, that's mixed in, powdered mashed potato. A bit weird, a bit peppery. Honestly, I'll give it maybe 3 out of 5. It's not bad, it's edible, but not the best.
Before we head out today, we had to first replenish our water. Water is essential, and in our case, we even needed to rehydrate our food. Depending on a variety of factors, such as how hot the temperature is, you may not last 3 to 4 days without clean drinking water. I can't stress enough on the clean part. Drinking contaminated water can cause dysentery, which makes you vomit and diarrhea, causing you to become more dehydrated as you drink. To prevent this, we are using a microfiltration system which pushes water through a super tiny mesh that even bacteria is not big enough to pass through. Now, because we missed our mark on the first day, we had to make up the lost distance. The plan for today is to hike 7.5 miles plus another 2.5 miles we missed yesterday to get to our camp at Lake Tamarack. After a long day of hiking, we finally made it to our beautiful camp spot. After not showering for about 2 days and 15 miles of walking, we take a nice but freezing dive into the beautiful Tamarack Lake.
Hi guys, everybody else is a whip.
Oh my god. I can't believe he done it twice, Connie.
Oh my god!
Morning, Gil.
Good morning.
What's cooking good looking?
We got some Summit breakfast scramble. That's for you.
We are at the summit, aren't we?
We are. We made it. We didn't always think we'd make it.
What about you?
I have Mountain House breakfast scramble. Breakfast skillet.
Oh, interesting,
Mountain House
interesting.
breakfast skillet. It's my favorite.
But wait, right now you must be thinking, I have been doing a lot of eating and not a whole lot of, dumping. See, out here, there is no plumbing. Well, the plumbing is a shovel and dirt. All you have to do is dig a hole of minimum 6 inches and poop in it. I honestly have the best pooping view ever. Today, we're making our way back to 9 Mile Creek where we originally planned on setting up camp on the first day. One great thing about this camp is that it allows fire. Similar to shelter, fire is quite important depending on the situation. Most areas, even deserts, may be cold, especially at night. To start the fire, first you want to gather small kindlings such as pine cones, needles, leaves, and even tree bark.
Look at this.
What is it?
This is actually like the best size for firewood. Yeah, that's great.
Is that
Look at this.
Then you want to gather bigger branches to build either a teepee or log cabin structure. These allow for the best oxygen flow as fire cannot burn without oxygen. Once everything is set up, you want to light the kindling and gently place the lit kindling into the bottom of your wooden structure. In addition to keeping you warm, you can use fire to purify water and keep away dangerous animals. Now that you have a fire, you're one step closer to surviving. Sadly, today is the last and final day. Although this whole trip was the tough challenge, I still had a lot of fun. The peace, you can forget all the stress that comes with living in the city. The freedom, you can literally pee anywhere. Here, 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 or even here. Lastly, the view. This whole trip has really opened my eyes. I was able to see and experience things that you just can't anywhere else. I have been to a zoo before, but seeing animals in the wild is just a whole different experience. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this journey, and I'm going to go take a shower. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next adventure.